Hello, everybody. How are you? Everybody's doing good today? I just want to make sure that you can hear me.
Hey, Aileen, I can hear you.
Okay. If you hear a lot of noise, my next door neighbors are getting a pool put in today. So
Oh.
that's noise next door.
Okay.
Okay. So let me just shrink this. Okay. So today we're going to talk about SmartPlans in Command. So you would go to your home page, and the little icon on the left, the third one down, looks kind of like a diploma. That is going to be the SmartPlans applet. So we're going to click on that. Wait, I have a question. Let me see who this is from. Okay. So a smart plan is basically like a drip plan that you can send out to your contacts. So this is why the first 2 weeks we talked about having all your contacts put in and tagged, because if you have that done, that will definitely help you setting all this up. Sorry, guys, I'm just fixing this. Okay, so the first thing that we want to make sure is that you're all set for your smart plans and make sure your profile is set up. On the top right-hand corner, you're going to see Create. You're going to click on, I'm sorry, you're going to click on Library. And you're going to see Go to Smart Plan Kelly Guide. And what this is going to do, it's just going to set you up and make sure that when your emails and texts go out, all of the correct personal information is in there. So right now we're going to go to Smart Plan Kelly Guide. And if you have a question, please feel free to, unmute your mic and jump in and ask the question as I go along. I understand it, but I'm not so sure when I explain it that you all will understand it as well. So we're going to go to the bottom and click Get Started. So we're just going to check and make sure that everything looks correct. For instance, the branded header. Make sure your information looks right. If you haven't already uploaded your photo, let's look through here. Okay, everything looks good. We're going to go next. Okay, this all looks good as well. We're going to click Next. This is where you put all your social media if you haven't done so already. Also, you want to make sure that your app link is in here because they're going to have some of the smart plans for sending out about your mobile app. So you want to make sure this link is in here. And once you've gone through that, make sure here that you configured your reply to email to whatever you want it to be, because when the smart plans go out and the emails get sent out, people are going to reply and you want to make sure that's correct. If it's not correct, hit edit and put in the email that you'd like to use and click Save Changes. We'll talk a little bit later about connecting your Twilio account. The Twilio account is for text that will go out. Okay. This is just talking about enabling smart plans. Click Next. And so far, these are the smart plans that I've enabled. If you haven't done this already, you won't have any, and that's okay. Click Continue. And that's it. So we're going to close this up. And we're going to go back to the Smart Plans applet. So if you have not set up any smart plans yet, under My Smart Plans, the tab up here, it's going to be blank. You will not have anything in here. The library is where you're going to pull all the pre-made smart plans from. And in the future, they're talking about agents will be able to share their smart plans. They either can be free or they can charge for them. But if somebody has a great smart plan that you want to use, you'll be able to either buy it or share it for free in here, which is great because Keller Williams is very collaborative. And if you get a top agent sharing what they've been doing that's been working, you're able to use it for yourself. So let's say I would like to, I guess we could talk about each one first. So there's a bi-weekly neighborhood smart plan. And if you hover over, you'll see view steps. And what this does is it'll send an automated or manual email. It'll delay for 14 days, and then it'll keep repeating. So basically every 14 days, it'll add a neighborhood, what do they call it? A neighborhood neighborhood snack to your client. The next one is an 8x8, and we can view the steps here. It'll send a text, and you can hover over and see what that will be. So basically it'll send a text and say, hey, first name, last name. It's your name, last name from whatever team you're on. We'd love to grab coffee sometimes. Let me know what your schedule looks like. So I'm going to talk a little bit later about making sure you review all these steps, because I know there's one of them that said, oh, hey, I got a cancellation for you tomorrow. I have time to show homes. You need to just make sure that you want this actually going out, and you can edit what the details are. I also suggest if you do a smart plan, send it to yourself first. Make sure you like the way it looks, that it says what you want it to say, because you would hate to send it out to all of your sphere and all of your contacts and have it be wrong. So the birthday, I'm sorry, the 8x8, we'll send a text to them first. You'll have a delay of 7 days. Then there'll be another task, and it's going to ask you to send an email. Then there'll be a delay. Then it's going to tell you to make a phone call. Then another delay of 7 days. Then there'll be another text. Just want to check in. How's your day going? Anything I can help you with? Another delay. And this keeps going on until I believe this one is, right, it's 50 days, 8 touches, and 15 steps. The next one is the quarterly call plan. This is good for those of you who have done bold, and you know you're supposed to reach out to your sphere every 90 days. So basically you add people to it, and it'll remind you in your dashboard with a task to give them a call. The next one is the midterm nurture. It's 6 steps over 29 days and 2 touches. So you can see the steps here. You'll be adding them to the smart plan. There'll be a delay. They'll get a phone call. You'll have to basically you'll get a reminder to give them a phone call. There'll be a delay. You'll send a text. And these are the examples of the text that will go, and then it'll repeat. There's the monthly neighborhood nurture, which is great. It sends out, again, the neighborhood snap to your clients every 30 days, and it keeps repeating.
Just a quick question. This is
Sure.
Christine Spitali.
Sure.
On the midterm nurture, who's that best to use for? Like, what type of profile person would you send that to?
That's actually a good question. I'm not actually sure. We can look at the steps, and you'll see exactly what the details are after, so you can get an idea of more who you'd want to send it to. Actually, I'm not actually sure about that, but
Okay.
we'll get into it. We'll look at it, and we'll figure out together what we think. Okay, anybody else have a question so far? No? Okay, let me just pull up. Okay, and like I said, if you have any questions, please, feel free to chime in. Because I might be going too fast, too slow, you don't know what I'm talking about. Could be a lot of things. All right, here's the long-term nurture. This is one that will go over 6 months. It's 8 steps and 3 touches. Again, if you click on the view steps, you can see everything. And if you hover over, it'll actually show you what goes out. So just so you know, it'll say like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What happens is the first time they get the touch, it'll be number 1. Hey there, I know your real estate needs are further off, but I just wanted to make sure you're getting all the tools and information, etc. The second time the plan runs, you'll get the second one. So it's not like they're getting the same one each time. Each time they'll get a different one, which is great because this one repeats 5 times. So every time they'll get a different text from you. This is a great one also, promote my app. There are steps here to promote your app. This one goes 5 steps over 5 days with 3 touches. The birthday one is great if you have your contacts' birthdays in there. You know, it will remind you. It's also good for parents and children in case you don't remember when their birthdays are. It'll remind you to actually make a phone call and send a text on their birthday, which we need to talk about this because it just says happy birthday and they're not going to know who that text is from. So you're going to need to edit that, and I'll show you how later. The next one they have here is an open house follow-up, which is also really good. If somebody attends your open house, they will automatically get a text right away saying, hey, so-and-so, thanks for coming by. What did you think of the open house? It'll delay, and then it'll be another text, nice to meet you, you know, then it'll delay and it'll tell you to call them, and then another delay, and there'll be another text going out to them. So this one, obviously right now we're going to want to change because we're not having open houses in the near future. A delay of 4 days, another phone call, another delay, and then it'll send a text. So this one is going out automatically and it says, how are you doing? Just wanted to check in with you to see if you were available tomorrow. I had a showing appointment canceled, so I have an opening in my schedule. I'm thinking most of you aren't even going to know when these are going out. It's set it and forget it. So you're definitely going to want to change this one because you're not going to want to commit to something that you don't even know about. There'll be a delay of 4 days. Again, another email will go out. And what's great is that after the open house one is done, it's going to link to the long-term nurture smart plan. So basically, once the open house plan is over, it'll automatically link them to the long-term nurture. That's what LTN stands for. We think we talked about, this is a monthly neighborhood nurture here. Let me see what this one is. It'll send out the email monthly. I think we talked about that one already. Yeah, and then there's the home anniversary, which is great for your past clients. It'll remind you when their anniversary is coming up. It'll just give you a task to either send them a gift or a card on their home anniversary. And then it will tell you to call them or send them a text or an email just to, you know, touch base with them, see how things are going. So that's also a really good one to use. So what we're going to do is, let's just say you decide you would like to do the, let's say the birthday one. And also, just so you know, you can customize them. Like for instance, if you want to send a birthday smart plan to people in your sphere, people you actually know, it can be different than the smart plan for people that you don't know, in case you happen to have their birthday, or people that you know, but you don't really know them. So you can make one more personal and one less personal. So if you would like to add the birthday smart plan to your library, you would click Add Smart Plan, and you would call it whatever you'd like to call it. So I'm going to call this My Birthday Smart Plan for Sphere. So these are going to be a birthday smart plan for people that I know. Right now, the only group that we can do is contacts, and right now there's no trigger event. So it's just going to be, you have to manually add them to the smart plan. So I'm applying that now. If you go to My Smart Plans up here at the top, the tab that says Library are all the pre-made smart plans that KWRI gives you. My Smart Plans are ones that you've actually picked for yourself. So here at the bottom, you'll see My Birthday Smart Plan for Sphere. It has 4 touches, duration is 6 days, and so far it's not activated. So I'm going to add somebody to the birthday smart plan right now. So this is what's really cool, is that either you can search by their name, you can actually search by a tag. So for instance, if I would like to search anybody who's tagged Sphere, I can pick that group of people, and anyone who's tagged Sphere will show up. Actually, I think right now I just have to clear my filter. That's why everybody's not coming up. Let me just do that first. Under contacts, under Smart View, it says recent leads. I'm going to make it all contacts. I'm not sure if that's why that was happening, but, and now I'm going to go into Smart Plans. Okay, so this is my Smart Plans. So I'm going to add people. And then again, I'm going to choose the tag. I'm going to pick sphere as the tag that I'm going to choose people to be added onto. So I don't know why everybody's not coming up, but anyway, to right now, you can hit select all, for instance, if it was everybody in your sphere. You could include shared contacts for anybody who's on a team, if contacts were shared for you. And I'm going to add to the Smart Plan. And this is what the Smart Plan will look like. It'll be a touch task. It'll tell you to send either a handwritten note or a card for their birthday. There'll be a 4-day delay. You'll get a task to make a call to them. There'll be another delay. It'll tell you to make a social post, like post on Facebook, happy birthday. And it'll also automatically send them a birthday text. So I'm going to confirm the Smart Plan for Eileen. And if you look here, there's one person who signed up for the birthday Smart Plan. What's really cool is that you can actually click on this little eyeball and you can see who actually is signed up for this plan. If you would like to unsubscribe somebody, you can actually pick the whole group by clicking select all and confirm unsubscribe. So you can take everybody out of the Smart Plan if you decide you don't want to use it anymore, or you want to change it or something. All right, so now we're going to edit the Smart Plan because there are a few things that I didn't like about it. Let's see. So what's nice is that the tasks says birthday card for, and then it would be first name, last name. If you would like to add a field, there are field buttons here. So basically, you could add in whatever you're typing the contact, first name, last name, email, phone, birthday, or home anniversary. So that will be useful over here. So the task is to send a handwritten note for their birthday this week as part of the birthday Smart Plan. So I might want to not do a handwritten note, but do a birthday card. So I can change this, what the task will say. Send a card to whoever it is as part of the Smart Plan. And if I want to add a field, let's see. Yeah, there's no field for address. I was just looking to see if they had a field for address with their address already in there, but they don't. Okay, if you're okay with that, you just hit save. This one is make a call, and it tells you here the task is to call the first name, last name, and then it'll pull up their phone number, and it'll also tell you their birth date. If there's a link that you want to add for some reason, you can put it in there. This one says birthday social post. If you want to change this a little, I can call it birthday Facebook post, you know, for the person. The description would be to send the social post to this person. Let me just see. Okay. And then automatically this text is going to go out. But if you just send happy birthday, they're going to get a text saying happy birthday, and they're going to have no idea who this is from. So what you could do is say happy birthday, and then use the function button to use their first name. So that would be contact first name. So whoever the contact is, it'll just put in their first name. Happy birthday. This is Rosemary from Lottie team at Keller Williams. I hope you have a great day. This way they at least know who the text is from. Otherwise, they will have no idea. And you would save that by clicking the check mark. And that's the end. So now we're going to go to the top and make sure that we save it. And it's saying up here that the plan is on. So that's good. And that's it. Now this person is set and they will be getting the birthday smart plan. If you want to add other people, there's a few ways to do that. All you'd have to do is click add contact. You could search by name. I'm going to pick Lamari and Nicole. And I'm going to add them to the smart plan. As well, you could hit select all and add all three to the smart plan. There we go. And I'll confirm. Another way that you can add people to a smart plan that's already set up is by going to contacts. And let's say we wanted to search by a tag if you want. Again, we could pick a custom tag. And I could pick the sphere in here. And over here on the right, you want to show the most that you can, which would be 50. And I can go through and either pick who the contacts are that I want to add. I could add this one and this one, or I could just pick everybody on this page. Select a bulk action. Add to Smart Plan. And your own Smart Plans will show up. I have the birthday Smart Plan here. I could select that. And I can confirm. And that will add that whole group to the Smart Plan. Then if you want to do the next page, right now it's only showing 150 to 172. You could show the next 51 to 100. Click them all. Again, go to bulk action and add to Smart Plan. I'll select the birthday one. And again, confirm that you want to add them all on. So you can keep doing that. Or you can actually, let's just say there's only one person here that I want to add. I either can click on these three dots on the right, add to Smart Plan, add the birthday one, and confirm. Or if you want to see what Smart Plan they're on, you can say View Smart Plans. And right now, these people are not added on to any Smart Plans. And there's one more way you can add people to the Smart Plan. If you're in the contact card itself, you can click on Smart Plans, add to Smart Plan, and again, pick the Smart Plan you want to add them to, and confirm. Okay, any questions? Because I know I went through a lot already. Anybody? You could either chat them or you can unmute. We have a question. Do we have to edit this one too with our name? Can you explain that, Christine? No? Okay, I'm going to assume everybody's okay because I don't hear anybody. All right, the next thing we're going to talk about is staggering. So we're going to go back to our Smart Plan applet right here. All right, I'm going to pick this 8x8. I'm going to add some contacts. And I'm going to pick the tag Let me see. I'm going to pick the tag Enclave. These are people that were interested in our property called the Enclave. And I'm going to select all. And I'm going to add them to a smart plan. But here's the thing. I don't know how many people that was selected here. It was a lot. I don't want all these people, I'm having to call them all the time on the same day. Because basically, if you start a smart plan, it'll pop up in your task window when the day that you have to call them, the day that you have to email them. If you don't want it all to happen on the same day, you can have them all start actually on a day that you choose, or you can stagger them, which is great. So let's just say they give the example here that you have 11 contacts. You can stagger them. For example, you can do, let's say, I can only have 2 come up a day. This way, when the tasks come in, you only have 2 calls to make that day, or in each day, it'll start later, or you can pick 4 a day, depending on how you want to do it. So this is great if you're adding people to some type of follow-up. Actually, I was thinking of the quarterly call one, because that has you call people once a quarter, and you're not going to want to have everybody starting on the same day, because otherwise you're going to be calling your whole sphere on the same day. So this is great to stagger them, depending on how many you think you can handle in a day. Again, you can see by the little eyeball, you can see who actually is part of your smart plan. So for the birthday smart plan, I have 3 people signed up at the moment. What else? All right, anybody have questions? Because now we're going to talk about custom smart plans that you actually can make yourself. No?
Yeah, I do. I'm looking at the smart plan and it says Twilio. Please set up a Twilio account.
Yes, we will talk about setting up Twilio at the end. Ours is already set up, but we can talk about how to set that up. That's something, just so you guys know, they're going to ask for a credit card. It's less than a penny per text. So they're going to charge you a little bit. Like I think you have to have $20 or $25 in the account. Just so you know, it's not free, but it's very cheap. It's less than a penny a text.
Thank you.
Anybody else have questions? Let me see who we have on here. Okay. All right, let me just shrink this again. Okay, one more thing before we get into, I wanted to show you guys in the library, there's this quarterly call plan. For those of you that do bold, I believe, they ask you to call people every quarter, or this is good for your sphere as well. So I'm going to add this one on now. Basically, it's just a task with the phone call. It delays 90 days and it repeats. So this is great. So I'm going to call it my quarterly call plan. I'm going to apply it. And then now it will be in my smart plan library. That's the little confusing part. This is the library KWRI gives you that you can work from and add. And these are the ones that are actually yours. So for the my quarterly call, we're going to go to edit. Why can't I edit this? It's not letting me edit. Hang on. Maybe because it's new. Let me refresh. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not letting me edit. Interesting. Maybe it doesn't let you edit that one is what I'm thinking. So let's say I add myself on this one. So this is actually a really good one that you would want to stagger because you're not going to be making all these calls on the same day. And you will confirm that. And just so you guys know, if you want to delete a smart plan, you can. You first have to remove all the people that are already in it. For instance, if I want to delete my birthday one here, what I would do is I could see who already has the smart plan, select them all, confirm that I'm unsubscribing everybody. So I just deleted everybody from that plan. I'm just going to refresh the page. So now there's nobody in that smart plan, and it will let me delete it. But you cannot delete a smart plan if you have people in it. All right, so now I'm going to talk about one more thing, and then we'll get on to the custom ones. Right now, all we have are these people plans, but what's nice to know is that KWRI soon, in the near future, hopefully, will have referral plans, some opportunity plans, and some listing plans. So those will be coming in the future. I don't know when, but it's good to know that they're thinking about it. Right now, all we have are these people plans to work with. So let's say you want to make up your own smart plan. None of these really seem to fit the bill for you. You want to do your own thing. You would go into this box on the right called Create, and you would give yourself title your smart plan. So I'm just going to call this Test Smart Plan. And apply. And this is really cool because it lets you basically customize exactly what you want. So right now there are no trigger events that you can choose. Hopefully eventually there will be. Like if you add a contact, it'll automatically add them to the smart plan. But right now there's not. So let's say the first thing you want to do is send the person an email. You would click on, actually it's just a click. You click on send email. The reply to is going to be from rpilati@kw.com. The subject can be hello. You could type in your email. Hello there. Obviously, you'd make it a little better. And when you're done, you hit save. All right, so far, all I have is one step, send an email. Now I want to have a delay. I want to wait like a week. So I'm going to click set delay. And you have this delay box. The maximum you can do is 30 days. So I'm going to choose 30 days for right now. And just so you know, the longest that your smart plan can be is 90 days in total. It can't go longer than 90 days at the moment. The next thing I'm going to want to do is maybe send them a text. So our Twilio account is already connected. So I'll explain to you static and dynamic. Static means that if you have a repeat in your smart plan, the same message will go out every time. If you choose dynamic, every time you send a text and it goes through the cycle, it will be different. So let's try doing a dynamic one. Hello, one. And then the next time they'll get the text, it'll say hello, two. Obviously, you're going to make yours a little better. You can add a third time and make that hello, three. If you would like to add in like their first name, you click on this little function field box and you would put in their first name. So it would be hello to their first name. This is, and I guess if you had a team or something, you can do your agent name. Is that a choice here? Yeah, agent first name. This is whoever the agent that's using this, it would be. If you're going to share it with somebody, let's see what other fields are in here. And if you have a team name, you can even insert that. That's another field. So you really can customize the text as they go out. And it's great because you set it and forget it. You set it up once and every client will get it personalized with their own name and their own information in there. So if you're good with it, you click save. I'm going to want to add another delay. And this time I'm going to delay for 5 days. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, I'll just go up. 5 days, and I'm going to save that. And then I'm going to add, make a call. This is going to give me a task and remind me to call them. So it could be call contact. And in the description, it says, for example, call first name and then their phone number. So call, I'm going to add the field for contact first name. And calling them at, where am I calling them at? Their phone number. So you don't have to go digging into your contact, into your phone, looking for their phone number. It'll all be right here. And how many days do you want to give yourself? We're going to do it the day that you get this task, is the day that you're going to make the phone call. All right, we're going to finish this up in a minute. I'm going to say, I'm going to wait. Well, actually, what you can do also is you can set a delay, let's say. And either you can, since we did the dynamic text, we're going to repeat. So that means when it gets to the end of this, so we're going to, since we have 3 texts in here, 3 different ones, we're going to repeat this 3 times. Do you guys all understand that? So the first time it goes through the cycle, they will get the first text. The second time through the cycle, they'll get the second text. And the third time through the cycle, they will get the third text. Also at the end, when that all runs through 3 times, what you can do is add them to another smart plan, which is pretty cool because when that runs its course, I don't think that worked, hang on. Yeah, I don't think it's letting me because I have it on repeat. So let me take this out. So to delete something that you have already, you just click this X to delete that one. I deleted the wrong one. I'm deleting the wrong one. Sorry, they're at the bottom. If I want to, where is it? Add them to a smart plan. I'm hoping this works now. Here it is. So now at the end, I can add them to, it's not giving me an option. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not giving me the option to add them onto something else. I just have some extras here. I don't know why it's not giving me the option. All right, I'll have to look into that, but it should be give you choices of smart plans that you already have set up, and it should allow you to add them to another smart plan at the end. That could be that feature is just not working in here. All right, so now I'm going to save this one. It's not letting me. Okay, this one I'm going to delete because it's not letting me do it. And I'm going to add back in the restart the flow so it works 3 times. All right, so now here are all my steps. The first thing that's going to happen is I'm going to send them in, it's going to send them an email. It's going to wait 30 days and then send them a text. First time around, they get this text. Second time around, they get this text. Third time, they get this one. Then it's going to be a delay of 5 days, and I'm going to get a task in my dashboard to call that contact. It's going to tell me their first name and their phone number. Then there's going to be a delay of 1 day, and then the whole cycle is going to repeat. So I am going to save that and go back to my smart plans. And here it is, my test smart plan. And we can edit it if we need to. Go back in and change stuff around. Actually, this is a different one. I'm sorry. This is not the same one. Sorry about that. Let me just refresh. Okay, it's this test smart plan. Sorry about that. We can go in and add a contact to it. I can either have it start right now, or I could say, let's start that on whatever date you pick. I could have it start tomorrow. I can have it start on Saturday. And I can confirm that. Does anybody have questions about that? Because that was a little bit more complicated. Anybody? Okay. Either you guys or you get the whole thing. So I'm hoping you get it.
How do you send an email?
An email?
Yeah.
Sure. So that's in, I mean, from the smart plan?
Right, right.
Okay, so that was in one of the stages. For instance, I'll go back in.
I must have.
That's okay. Who's speaking?
Alice,
Okay. So it's right here, send email.
yeah.
So it's, you just fill
What's
in.
the email provider?
I'm sorry, what?
Is it Gmail or,
It's, yeah, if you can, make sure, you have to make sure you're connected to Gmail. I'll show you in settings where to do that. If it's
Okay.
connected to your Gmail, it'll go out from your Gmail. Actually, you know what? No, actually, smart plans, I think, are not connected to Gmail. They're connected to MailChimp, I believe. So they're not connected to Gmail, but this is going to be the reply to. If somebody has to reply to you, make sure this is correct. We talked about that in the beginning in the Kelly guide,
mhm,
right?
right.
Okay, so just make sure that, I'll go back to that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and if you click on library, it says at the top right, go to Smart Plan Kelly Guide. Just make sure that the respond to email is the one that you want it to be in there. Okay. Anybody else? Questions so far?
Yeah, I have a question. If you wanted to add something to an already like a birthday, the birthday one,
Mhm.
or house anniversary, if you wanted to add something else to that, can you do that?
I believe you, maybe you'll be able to, let me see. I don't know. You may have to copy it and then edit that, but let me just try. Yeah, it's not letting me edit the ones that are pre-made, so no.
Okay, so then I would have to copy it in order to,
It's not even letting me copy, to be honest with you. If you look, it's blocked
uh,
out. I think that you would kind of have to maybe take a picture with your phone of the steps and recreate them. But
okay,
you can't edit the order of the steps or the steps, but you can edit, actually, you should be able to edit the content though.
well, I just get, you can edit the content, but like I wanted to add,
And you can only do it once it's, before you set it up. Now that they're set up, it's not letting me edit
oh,
it. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the library, I believe if I choose, let me see. Let's say I pick the birthday one. Where is it here? Add the smart plan. I can call this my birthday plan 2. Let me see. I think I can add, I'm trying to think. Yeah, now I can edit this one. I'm not sure why. And I can edit the content, but I can't add.
Do you see what it says on the right side there? What
okay,
changes you can make or not make?
okay, gotcha.
Right, so you can't add steps, delete steps, or change the order, but you can change the content. Okay? And like I said, what I would suggest before you send it out to anybody else, set it up and send it to yourself and your family, and just make sure that it looks like it's working right and it's saying what you want it to say. I just want to go back and just discuss a couple things. On your homepage, you'll get a dashboard. You have the dashboard of tasks. So this is where you're going to get your task of what you need to do. So I need to make my quarterly call for Eileen, right?
Mhm.
It actually, oh, this wasn't the one I did with the phone number, but if you set it up to give you the phone number in your task, it'll say, you know, quarterly call for Eileen. And you can either snooze it, so it comes back on if you don't feel like doing it today. And you could snooze it for a day, for 2 days, or pick the day you want to snooze it until.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so let's just say it's a Saturday and you're busy for the weekend. You could, you know, delay it for 2 days, or you can pick the date. Let's say I don't want to call Eileen until next week. I could pick the date I actually do want to call her. working. I don't know why it's not working. But theoretically, you should be able to do it. I don't know, it's just slowing down now. Let me try it again. Yeah, I don't know, that's not working. I'm not sure why, but you definitely can pick the interval and then snooze. You can delete it if you just don't want to do it at all. And then once, let's say I call her now, I click that off. Was I able to reach Eileen? Yep. And I can add a note. Spoke to Eileen about listing her home. And I can complete that task. So that's, how you see them. You can see all your completed tasks here. So you can see that's been done. And any ones that you've deleted and archived will be there. This is great because this is right on your home dashboard. And that's why if you're doing those like quarterly reach outs, you definitely want to stagger stuff because you're not going to want to call 50 people on the same day. You're just not. So you can kind of control, how you want it set up for yourself. Everybody's good with that?
Yeah.
There might be a question here. So Bernadette asks, is this like a reminder notification for agents to set up to take action for something or an event? So yes, it's partly that, but it also will take it out of your hands. If you have a smart plan set up and you're connected to Twilio, it'll send out your text. If you're connected to your email, it'll send out your emails for you automatically. Esther asked what a smart plan is. Smart plans are, as you can see, just basically plans that either, like I said, remind you to call people, send out texts, send out emails, and it helps you control, what you have to do for the day. Great, it's kind of set it and forget it. You add somebody on and the system tells you what to do. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to, make a list. The system will tell you what to do. Okay, any other questions? No, so the two things you should definitely check and make sure if you're going to use them were the birthday smart plan. Make sure that you add your name to the text that goes out. It was over here. Now it's letting me edit. Down at the bottom where the text goes out, you're definitely going to want to edit this happy birthday and say who it's from. This is Eileen from Keller Williams, and whatever else you want to say. Otherwise, they're not going to know who that text is from. The other one that definitely we've noticed that you're going to want to, make sure you save before you leave the page. Otherwise, it won't be saved. The other one was the open house smart plan. There's one of the days it says something about meeting them for coffee the next day or having cancellations. I think I already took them out. Having cancellation for the next day, you're definitely going to want to change the verbiage in that one as well. And there was one other thing. Oh, so I want to talk to you guys about setting up your Twilio and your Gmail accounts. This way you're able to send them out automatically. So if you click on your name at the top and you go to settings, you're going to see all their applications. So we happen to already have connected our Twilio, but if you look on here, it's going to say not connected for you if you're not already, and you're going to click this button and it's going to connect you to an account. What you're going to have to do is go to twilio.com. And sign up on this button right here and create your own account. We already have an account. Let me just see if I can log in. So just so you know that KWRI gives you automatically when you sign up, they give you a phone number that's actually a Austin, Texas phone number. What you can do is if you email Twilio, contact them and tell them that you're with Keller Williams and you'd like a local phone number. You can set up a local phone number. We actually have an 845 number that's linked to New City. So this way, when people get a text from you, because it's not going to be your cell phone number. Right now, there's no linking your cell phone numbers to Twilio. So it's going to be this random phone number, but at least people will know that you're not like calling from Texas. So this is our account. Let me see. This is the dashboard for billing. You definitely have to put your credit card in to sign up for this, just so you know. So our balance right now is 15. I just want to see what we've used. Just so I can give you guys an idea of what it was costing. Yeah, I mean, for the whole month, we were charged, it must have been like 1 or 2 texts, a total of 9 cents. There was a few texts that went out. And they do charge you, I think it's $1. This was the $1 when I got the local phone number that they charge you. So it's really not expensive at all. Let me just pull up. So this is our active phone number. So when it shows up on people's cell phones, it will say New City. And it has to be, configured through Keller Williams. So just make sure that you guys set that up for yourself so that you can have the text go out, but definitely practice it. Don't have the text go out until you know for sure that you can send them out and that you can respond to them as well. So you could send them to your own cell phone and then make sure that you could see them. Also, you can see when you are in your contacts, the text will show up in there. I'll show you. Oh, this is good. I can show you guys. So this little check mark, I was looking for it last week. This shows that Eileen Angel at this email address has registered and logged in for the mobile app. This means that I'm connected. So over here on the timeline, you can see everything that's gone on. This was the message that I typed in from the dashboard a few minutes ago. You could see the SmartPlans that I subscribed to. There was an email from Rosemary to me. You can actually view the email. Here, a text was sent. I sent a text to Eileen. You could see actually all the text that went out. For instance, I got the text, hey there, I know your real estate needs are further off, but I just wanted to make sure you're getting all the tools and information you need, blah, blah, blah. And then I responded, she said, hello, did you receive my message today? And I said, yes, I did. So you can actually get a record of the text and you can even send the text from here. I could say, did you get the email? And send. So on my phone, I should be getting a text any minute. I'll let you know when I get it. Oh, I just got it, which is great.
If you respond to somebody's text from your cell phone, is the number that you have from Twilio going to be the number that shows up on their phone or your mobile number?
So if you text somebody directly from your phone, it will be your phone number. If you text, and that's the only confusing part is that it's not your cell phone. So if you're texting them, you probably are going to want to text them through here. But
Is there a way to open command and do the texting through command on your cell phone?
I don't think so, because I think the texting is done through Twilio. Right now, they're not.
Through Kelly. You can reply through Kelly.
You can do it through Kelly? Okay, but it's not coming from your cell. You can't just go into your own Cell phone, okay. That should, Kelly actually should work because it's connected to command, but we can try that. I haven't actually tried that yet. But we can try that. But I know for sure that it works through here and it's going through the same number. And that's the confusing part, is that if somebody does try to call you on that number, it's not going to work. So you just need to let them know that that number is for texting only. That's the only negative, I guess, to using this at this point. Hopefully in the future, will be able to connect them, but right now they're not.
If they text you back to that number, you'll get the
Yeah,
text.
it comes right in here under your,
It's Alice.
yeah.
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
right here, the texts are here. Yep, see, I wrote, yes, I did. Yes, that's me. The gray is
Okay.
me. Okay,
Thank
and you
you.
can see the whole thing. Yeah. All right, and the only other thing I wanted to talk about today was also setting up your emails. So this way the emails will go out automatically as well. You should have set up already your Gmail. Right over here, you'll have a button to say connect, and you'll connect it to whatever Gmail account you would like to use. It doesn't have to be your KW one, by the way, but it can be your KW one. And also, I believe it's MailChimp that they're using for these, for the campaigns, yep. So you're gonna wanna connect that, set up an account in MailChimp and connect. And also set up your command email as well. You get 5,000 free emails per month. And that doesn't have anything to do with the smart plans, it's just your regular emailing through command. So you're gonna wanna set that up as well. Okay, I think I'm finished, but I would like to take some questions now, if you guys have.
I have a question. I'm trying to set up it's Rosemary. I'm trying to set up my Twilio. I put in my credit card and everything, but
Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that last part.
it won't connect.
It won't connect. So what you're gonna do is first, you set up your Twilio account, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you go into command and you're gonna connect that. Does that work?
That's exactly what I did, but it won't do it.
Won't do it. All right, maybe we'll do a one-on-one later and I'll see what's going on over there. Okay, because I did mine a few weeks ago, so I honestly don't remember specifically how I did it. I just
Okay.
knew I had to go through the motions. So I'll see if I can find a video to send out to you guys. So if any, I could send that out as well.
Okay.
Any other questions? Someone's got to have a question because this wasn't easy. I know it's not. Somebody's got to have a question. No?
Can the command email be the same as your Gmail account that you're wanting to use? This is Christine.
Yes, because command technically is a Gmail account. Yes.
So we don't have to keep making up more emails.
No, don't do that. Some
Addresses.
people just have like a personal one they use, like
Yeah.
Christine@gmail.com that they like to use, and other people like to use their KW one. No, you don't go making new ones up. Just however you want it to show up.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else? We're going once. We're going twice. We're going 3 times.
Question, if we use the KW email, will it go into our Google Gmail?
If you forwarded your KW emails to your Google Gmails, it will, but you have to
All right.
set it up in the settings in your Gmail. I know you look a little stressed over there, Rosemary. All right, I'll talk to you a little bit later. I'll set up an appointment with you, okay?
All right, thanks.
Okay, guys, I think I'm going to sign out for now. Next week, I think we're just going to kind of review everything and I'm going to take questions. So hopefully go practice. Send Scott Leroy your contacts to upload if you haven't done so already. Tag everybody, practice with your smart plans. Oh, did we talk about the neighborhood one? Sorry, one more thing before you go. One more thing. In contacts. I knew there was something I forgot. Let me just see if this guy has an address. Don't forget to add your neighborhoods to your contacts. I just got to find somebody with an address. Take Abby. So if you have an address for them where they live, it'll automatically add you to that neighborhood, but you can add other neighborhoods. For instance, Parkstown, I'll add her to. You could pick neighborhoods you want to send her to. And then if you're doing the neighborhood monthly nurture, they'll get an email. Let me just show you what that email looks like. That's what I forgot to show you, of what the email looks like when it comes in. That's what I wanted you guys to see. So this is the monthly neighborhood update I got from Rosemary. And it looks like this. So for North New City, they'll show me 4 homes for sale with an average price of $672, so I can explore that neighborhood. And this is what your client's going to see. That's why I suggest sending everything to yourself first. Let me see if I can shrink this. They're going to be sent to this page. If they click on North New City, these are the homes that they'll see. They can click on this Christie Airport Estates, which is a different neighborhood that I signed her up for. And you can see all the homes here. This one's in Clarkstown, and they can look at the homes here. Okay, so you guys get the idea. So definitely sign yourself up today, send one to yourself. This is the neighborhood smart plan, and it's great because they can show you what you have to look at. Did someone have a question about that? No? And you can also see the neighborhood stats. So I don't even know what this neighborhood is, but there's 7 homes for sale, 1 pending. It tells you the sold stats, which actually it's not even filled in. You could search for a place. Let's say you want to search for, I'll put the office in. Okay, so it even shows you directions how to get to this. So this is this neighborhood here. It gives you directions how to get to the office. And it tells you, oh, it would be a 6-minute drive to get to the office from here, which is nice because people want to know, what is my commute going to be like? You know, it gives you all that, if you're going to bike it, if you're going to walk it. So it's great. So that your actual person can add their of where they want to know how far something is from. Okay? So you guys send yourself one, play around with it, and let me know if you have any questions.
I actually love that location feature, especially on the app, because it also works on your mobile app. So if your client wants to put in the address, for instance, for the babysitter or for their office or for the train station, any house that they look at, when they look at the details, they can see how long it's going to take them to get there.
Okay. And then also, that's really good, actually, a feature to have, because that's important to people. How long is my commute going to be? How far is the school? Like you said. And then just, you know, later on today, maybe tomorrow, I'm going to put this up on our YouTube channel so that you can rewatch it. And if you haven't seen the first 2 about contacts, I recommend doing that because you need to have your contacts in and set up before you start doing any of this. Okay.
Can you send a link to the YouTube channel?
Yeah, I sent it actually out to our office last night.
Is that Karen Paggio?
It is.
Okay, Karen. I'm going to be calling you after this.
Oh, good.
No,
I
I'm
sent
home.
it out last night, Karen. If you didn't get it, let me know and I'll resend it to you, but you should have
I
got it.
did. I thought it was just for the Facebook pages, but I'll check it out. Thank you.
Okay. No, actually, it was the one that I sent about the command class. It was at the bottom there. I'll resend it.
Oh, okay. Maybe I just didn't see it there.
Yeah. And actually, we're setting up, just so you guys know, I'm in the process of setting up a website where all the training is going to be for all the 3 market centers with links to Scott Leroy, links to Marty Miller, and I'll also link the YouTube channel on there as well. So everything, all the training will be on one place because we're all going to be virtual for the next few weeks. And this way you guys can have a one-stop shopping, find all your information in one spot. Okay?
I
Perfect.
found it, Eileen. Thank you.
Okay, take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.